Hey, what's up? I'm a little beat. If you saw the last live stream from earlier today, you probably know why. So how's everybody doing tonight? Man, another mosquito. Mosquitoes are out. It's day 39, or like night 39. We're at 111,000. I need to hit this dummy a little bit today. I'm so tired. Hey, what's up? I've just tuned in. Pretty much been up all day since night shift last night. I took like a, I don't even know if it was even like an hour nap. Hey, what's up? Did that whole workout earlier. There goes a lightning bug. Y'all know what lightning bugs are? Come on, light up for everybody. Light up. Do your thing. Nope. Anyway, let's hit this dummy. How's everybody doing tonight? Starting tomorrow, we're gonna be at that medieval camp. I'm gonna take my dummy up there. We're gonna be hitting it up there tomorrow night. Turns out I gotta work Sunday night and Monday night, but that's just how things go sometimes. So I might hit the Pell here in the yard, in the backyard, during those nights, but we got 1 million hits on this dummy to go in a year or less, and if I don't get in a couple reps today, I'm gonna get behind. I don't know, when I'm up at that camp, I don't know if I'm going to be right, if I'm going to be swinging with rattan or just still using a plastic sword. I think I just got another mosquito bite. The mosquitoes are flying low today. I'm going to say hi to everybody, catch up with chat here right after this set. We got like 30 to go. So if you haven't been here before, Rough Killa, what is up, Rough Killa? If you haven't been here before, we got this goal to get 1 million hits in a year or less. How's everybody doing? Thanks for hitting that like button. Even if you just stopped in, you're passing through, you hit that like one time, helps with the, I guess helps with the algorithm. So here, let's update the chart. It's getting dark quick. I'd like to get in about 3,000 hits. Then I'm going right to bed. I gotta wake up and pack the truck and we're heading to camp. Pack up all my armor, medieval tent. Man, I got a couple good mosquito bites since I came out here. I'm surprised we didn't get any in that live stream earlier today. This must just be the spot for him. Yo! Jeffrey M. It's in Seattle. Thanks for hitting that button. Seamstress, what's up? Oh! Taking over with the #1 badge for hitting the likes. I'm sore. I don't wear that heavy armor so much, so like my traps are a little sore. I can feel it. I had all that weight pulling down on them. Somebody's walking down the alley. Yo, what up? You know what? I looked. I don't see any. I thought if any, because I took a good sword hit here. I was watching the replay. It's in that video I posted. The tip kind of like nailed me above my armor. Nothing here. I'd say for a good hour though, I felt it still in my chest where I got hit there twice. It's almost like she'd hear me go, and then that's where she'd target, which is like what you usually would want to do though in the sport, you know? Ha! Whoa! Wait, what gift? Did you send a gift? It says you did. Oh! Thank you for the You're Awesome. Alright, we're going to do a You're Awesome set for that. This is set 2, everybody. We're going to pick up the pace a little bit here. No being lazy, even though I've whirled that armor for 2 hours and got hit a couple hundred times at least. Tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, I was kind of holding off. It was supposed to be date night. Well, that didn't work out tomorrow. I don't know what's up with these people. You talk to them for like 2 weeks, you know, you set up a date and then it just fizzles out. Maybe there's some people out there just addicted to the excitement of like meeting new people. I don't know. So since there's no plans for that tomorrow, when my daughter's at camp, I'll be heading. She's at a different camp for a couple days, so I'll be heading to medieval camp, and I might live stream us setting up some of the tents or something. I don't know, as a test to see how the quality is. This is a more intense set for Seamstress's donation there. I must have just missed the end of Scooby's stream, because he was on, and I was trying to post that video, and then when I got back on, he must have been done, probably eating dinner with his family. I like that about Scooby. He's a real family guy. Whew. I'll get the blood fun. What's up there, Hugh? Number 1. What's up? Back for yeah. I'd like to get. We better start writing these down. That's set number 2. Oh, I forgot. This is a marker that's broken. Hang on. Alright. 4,000 would be ideal. If I get 3,000, I'll be happy. No, oh, no one. I gotcha. I'm so used to, like, at work writing N01, like on strips. N02, N03 on, like, cardiac strips. I'm trying to catch this lightning bug. Has everyone out there seen a lightning bug in action? There's so many out here tonight. What's up, no one? What's up, Josh? Ricardo? Alright. I brought this longsword out here. I don't think I'm going to have any steel swords up at camp, being that it's Pensick. I'm probably just going to, if you see me hitting the dummy, it's either going to be that plastic sword or like rattan. Maybe we'll do some spear work out there. I like to live stream some of the nights when we're just up talking like techniques and stuff. There's a mosquito. There was a mosquito. Got it. Man, there's another one flying around. There's too many. Too many mosquitoes in this world. What's up there? Oh! So late again. What's up? All my appendages are working after the stream earlier. We'll have to see. We'll have to give it a day before we actually find any official bruises, but I think we're good. Some of those gap shots, though, I got hit in the gaps. It kind of hurt. Thanks for hitting that like button. I don't know if you heard me earlier. I was saying salmon got up to 100,000 likes last night. So like, you know, after everybody, it was me and him, and then someone else came by that he knows for a while till the end, and that Planes, Trains, and Automobiles movie was playing, and it still had a while to go. So I was kind of casually hitting the button, and then I was like, let's just make a race for it. And literally as the credits ended, we crossed 100,000. That was insane. No one. Hey, thanks for hitting the like button. Oh, isn't that funny? Like, isn't that crazy how this app works unless you just hit the button? Like, if you see me looking down, I'm making sure I'm not getting bit. I feel like I am by mosquitoes. All right, that's set 3. Whoo. Yeah, it was crazy. So he said on his side, for us it just said like 100K, but on his PC it said like something like 0.1 mil. Hey, I was gonna say, someone tuned in there. Everybody who's just even tuned in, thanks for coming by. So I decided, like, I don't know if you saw, but man, isn't that crazy? So for all the donations, I guess I only make 40%. Like, so I clear 40%, which is kind of crazy. You know, it was actually only a total of $13.41 or something like that. So I'm gonna throw in $100 of my own from the for the stream, and I just need to let it clear PayPal, and once it does, probably like Monday or something, you know, well, it might be Tuesday. I don't know, because if Sundays work, I don't know how long it takes for PayPal. Technically, I'm banned for PayPal from PayPal for life. Yeah, that was a good stream. I thank you, by the way, for the donations. I've never even seen that whale. That was crazy. Yeah, so you know, everybody, some of the barbarians saw that video, or could even be here in chat. So I'm sure they appreciate everybody. You know, all of us that chipped in. You know, like, I'm banned from PayPal for life from a long time ago, and no matter what, even to this day, if I sign up for PayPal and they have like my name or my social security number or my address or my IP address, then, or a phone number or something, the account gets closed automatically. It's funny how I'm on record with them for life, I guess, and it drives me crazy. So I signed up for Dragon Con to get the pass for the whole weekend. And Lawrence is like, pay me on PayPal. So now I have to add more money anyway. Besides for this donation, but I have to add some more money because I have to pay him through PayPal. I'm like, why can't people? It's 2025. Why can't the companies and stuff take more than just PayPal? Yo, Tango Bravo. Hey. Oh. Yo, Mountain Boo Hurt. It says the mount. It kind of doesn't fit your. Oh, I erased it. Wait, hang on. We're gonna type this correct because it only gives you a certain amount of characters. All right, there. I just erased it again. Tyler, yo, what's up, Tyler? Let me try and get this last time to get this freaking sticker to work. For Mountain, reaching the next level, our crew here. All right, I'm trying to move this to the side. There we go. Tyler, what up? We are on. Oh, hey, and thank you for that gift. So for that gift, you know what we do? That means. For that heart me? Oh yeah, alright. If you're still there, this is the next set we're gonna do. I think that was at about 30. So we're just gonna kinda hang off on that set. And we owe you for the heart me a good set. Here's what we'll do for heart me's tonight, the axe. I think some people that might come by, they already did the heart me today. So And with the axe, I don't try and hit it 100% because I don't want to like totally wreck the dummy. But I do like to try and do something special for heart maze. So we got the axe. I'm trying to move that sticker because it looks like it's covered me up. So we are at, it's day 39. I didn't do anything for day 38. So I count them not like the 39th day, but it's, even the days off get counted. So it's day 39 out of a year, and we're at 111,000. So we're getting there. We're at 11%. The next couple weeks are gonna kind of be tough because I'm gonna be up at camp and I'm taking a dummy to camp. It's just I don't know if I'm gonna get a good cell phone service, and I might end up having to just upload highlight videos of it. I wish it would be all live streamed because I do take the I upload these whole live videos onto my YouTube just to have as proof one day, you know. We're getting there though. Yo, Unique. I knew I could recognize. I can recognize Unique's logo from like all the way over here. I think it's the color of it or something. I don't know. Alright. That was a set of the axe for the heart me. The axe is going to be the heart me reward tonight. And as usual, how it usually works, any donations, I usually speed it up. And any donations, everybody gets immortalized in the highlight video for the day. So, that was about 50. That was actually like 51. And I had, I believe, 30 on the longsword. So we write our little random numbers there. I got this light. I got to start moving this light here in a little bit. I'm glad I put the spotlight on before the broadcast. I just planned on it getting done. Yo! Yeah. Hey. What's up, Greg? And what's up, Bobo? How y'all doing tonight? We are back after a whole 2 hours, almost an hour and 48 minute live stream where I was probably getting beat up in armor for, I don't know, an hour and a half. It was a good time. I had fun. I got wrecked a little bit. I took a couple good gap shots. No bruises though, so I guess we're good. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm getting bit up by these mosquitoes. I guess I had really spicy goat curry for dinner. I guess they like the spices. I don't know. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything in chat because I can't see from there. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome, Bobo. And what's up there? The names switched so fast. Heck yeah. Oh, man. So I was streaming with my daughter this morning, and she's 14 now, man. It just goes by so fast. You know, she volunteered to do, help out with cheer camp from the school she just graduated from. You know, I was like, dang, it's always like during Pensick, there's something like that that's going on these days. Wait, what about 46? Me? Like age? I'm 46. Hopefully I get to the end of this set. I'll catch up on chat right after this set. So basically, thanks for smashing that like button. So basically, I need to wake up in the morning, pack the truck. I'm just going to take my tent, close for a couple days. The dummy. Like I was saying, I have to come back here though Sunday night and Monday night. So I might stream from the park one of those days on the tree stump Pell. Yeah, I want to keep at it. I don't want to get behind. The worst thing is you take a couple days off. Nice on the 24th. Wow, that's like really newborn. So are you back at home already, or are you like taking care of your newborn up still like at the hospital? I work at a hospital. I'm kind of clueless on the turnaround time. You know, from after you have a baby. How long do they keep you these days? Probably not long. Man, when my daughter was born, it was such a blur. Just being up for days, it's like up for days, you know, like it's time to go to the hospital. No, it's not time to go to the hospital. And then going to the hospital, I was like, let's take this shortcut. And I took the shortcut, and it's a big traffic jam. It's horrible. Yo, Peter, hey, thanks for getting that gifter badge there. I wish if it would actually give me a whole list of who even just liked the live, I'd probably include that in the credits too, but it doesn't. Because it does give you a badge for hitting the like button. That's important too, you know. If people come by, anybody out there just comes by and hits the like button, I believe, you know, it just adds to the distribution of your broadcast in the algorithm or whatever you call it, in the feed, the For You page. I don't even know how I get this, like, how does it know what to feed me in my For You page for the likes? There's a lot of lives, and I don't know if it's like maybe because I watched a couple of those dominoes. I don't know if it's because I gave a rose to the domino live stream, that now I get tons of, like, dominoes. Like, when I'm talking about dominoes, right, they have a picture of what they want you to donate. Like a rose, they'll knock over 3 blocks. Like the sunglasses, they'll knock over like 30 blocks or something, you know? And the rewards are kind of not worth it. If you look, a lot of times it's just a straight line, and it's not that hard for the amount of money that they're getting, but it's fine. I mean, I don't care. But I watched one, and I donated one just because I wanted to watch them knock it over because they donated a rose. Now, like, my feed is just all these live domino broadcasts. I don't get it. It must be for that. But how does it know who to pick? And TikTok has never, lightning bug, TikTok has never actually put a tops, like a ranked like A rank or B rank or no, I've seen a B rank streamer in my feed once. Home 36 hours. Oh yeah, nice. Good to hear about being healthy. Awesome news. You know, like TikTok never has actually put a top streamer, like an A ranked A streamer in my For You page. So I don't even know, like, who sees them. I was looking at some of them. Anybody out there that was with over in Salmon's, Lord Salmon's broadcast last night, when I went looking around to see what other broadcasters were doing, and you know, I mean, they have like, the one had like 1,500 people tuned in. It was already at like 453,000 likes. You know, they're getting the donations, they're talking, the chat's flowing, so it's like real people watching, you know what I mean? And then, but I never get those recommended to me. It's weird. Let me write that set down. I think I just did one. I could have a bad memory, and I could have done 2 and not written it down. That's what happens sometimes when we're talking. I might have forgot to write a set down. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Free set. Book Talk motorcycle streamer? Wait, so are you're not saying like they were reading while riding the motorcycle, were they? Oh, sorry for the noise. That's my alarm to text my daughter good night whenever I'm at work. I already texted her before I got on just now, but work will be so busy and I'll freaking forget, and then it'll be 10:30. Yeah, tips, parenting tips when your kids are old enough to text message. And if you get busy, sometimes at work it'll be like 10:30. Like, where did the time go? And I'm like, dang it, I didn't say goodnight. So I set an alarm clock. I'd rather like feel like bad about myself, like, oh, I forgot I need an alarm clock, than actually just miss it, you know. Hey, Nate again. Yeah, I figured I'd see ya. No, just talking to... Oh, really? Huh, that's weird, seamstress. Yeah, I really, kind of, after making that poster for the donations, so, you know, anybody who's still here, because there's still a couple of us here, so I made this poster, and it would have the level of donation and the type of sword or mace that we were using, right? And then, it was great. Tin Man came by and dropped a rose or something, and dropped a, the rose was the red foam sword, and a heart me, which was like one whack in the face with the mace. And I was like, cool, you know? For the money gun, which, you know, I just had up there for like, if anyone would use it. Because it's worth 500 coins, I was like, that'll be worth 2 whacks with the axe. Well, boy, did I really not think about that till we started going, because Scooby came and dropped that 99 coin worth super heart me thing, and I was like, man, I can't just like do like 5 hits or something. So I was like, well, I'll just do 1 per coin. But then I was thinking, well, if someone did the money gun, like, I can't have my daughter like swinging the sword 500 times at me. We'd never get through the set, you know, with the time frame we had anyway. So that's a learning experience. I did make the highlight video. So let me move this light a little bit too. So here's what the plan is. TikTok, I found out, because I never really paid attention to it, but I only get 40% of the gift totals, I think, because I only cleared like $13.41 or something like that, right? Kind of sucks how that happened, but anyway, I wanted to chip in some myself, and the thing is, I'm banned from PayPal for life. So I have to like go about it in a weird way, and I have to put money in physically in an ATM on a debit card for a business that I can then use the PayPal money out of. It's my business from back in the day. The only reason I had an LLC was so I could use PayPal. It sucks. So I'm throwing in $100. I was gonna throw in like $100 anyway. I didn't want to say it on stream how much I'm throwing in. I didn't want to like coerce people or like make it seem like, hey, I'm donating $100, and make people think like, oh man, you know, like, boy. So anyway, so I'm gonna take so I'll probably just round up to like 115, and so that's all from all of us, and some of the people from the Barbarians were here during the stream, so you know, I'm sure I asked, but they don't do Venmo. It's Alex's family, I believe, or it's either that or it's through the Barbarians, but they only have a PayPal link for this fund that they're doing. I wish it was Venmo. I would have sent them the money already. So the highlight video today, it shows the total, and I put in there. So I gotta go dump some money in there before I go to bed, and I'd imagine by Monday it'll be in that bank account, and then I'm sure people don't question it, but just in case, I'll have the paper trail posted, and I'll post the PayPal receipt that I sent it to Alex's family. Because, you know, these days, like, look at the people, you know, you find out these, like, gurus and stuff are scammers, you know. I wouldn't scam somebody, especially for something like that, but at the same time, you know, it's probably best just to show, like, hey, I donated it. So I just have to wait, though, because I only have $40 in my PayPal. I get paid for a YouTube gaming channel that I have, and it used to just go to PayPal, but now that I actually got it, now that they finally have the option to have it go to like my bank account, I haven't had any PayPal deposits. So it's just sitting at $40.41. So I need to actually like deposit money into it so that I can pay Larry for this Dragon Con pass. Is anybody out there going to Dragon Con in Atlanta? So I need to pay Larry for that, and then I need to throw in an extra $100 so I can pay for Alex's thing. I'd imagine it'll be in there Friday. So Monday's highlight video will probably be like that clip of my daughter hitting me and knocking me over. Yo, in Hollywood, man, Hollywood. I don't know if you went by there, but I think I just missed Scooby. I was getting ready like to post my highlight video for today, and thank you for the donation too, Hollywood. You're in the, I don't know if you know, but when I do the highlight videos, anybody that donated gets in the highlight video credits for today. So you're in there. I appreciate it. That's our friend from the Armored Fighting stuff who like crazy stuff, man. The world works in mysterious ways, you know. To read that news, and I still think about it sometimes, you know, like how I had this really great conversation with him at the last tournament, and now here we are. But Holly, this is basically this is my road to 1 million strikes on the dummy. The next 2 weeks, as long as I can live stream it, it's all going to be from the camp that I go to, where everything's medieval themed. If anybody has a problem with it, I'll tell them, hey, I need to do my TikToks. If they hear me outside of the tents going in the morning. I'm not really counting. This is kind of like an estimate set. I'm guessing we're probably at like 60. I'm going to catch up on chat in 1 second. I see somebody get a gifter badge for hitting that like button. Oh, I missed. We'll just make sure we at least did 100 on here. I'm pretty sure that is. Oh, man. Oh, no new comments. Haha. Oh, yeah. So, if anybody could possibly use more things than PayPal, it'd be great. Venmo. I have Venmo. Larry's like, use Zelle or Zelly or something like that. So I download it, and it's like, you can't send or transfer, you can't send or receive money with this app unless you go through your bank. I was like, well, dang. So yeah, well, I just throw the money in PayPal. It takes a couple days to clear, and we're good. So making sure I'm not getting bit by mosquitoes. 4 Boo Hurt International tournaments coming up. Golden Gauntlet could be on my list next year. It's just I've only done Boo Hurt International events this year. I'm doing good in it. I'm just focusing on it. I can only take so many trips in a year. I got 4 left. And then they're all like 8-hour drives. 2 of them are like, it's like a 9-hour drive. I know I owe a set. I'm not forgetting that set. So, you know, I can't make it out that far west. Oh gosh, well I'm glad that I didn't hook it up to my bank. I don't even know what it is. And actually, I use PNC Bank. I believe it's like, it works with them, where it's like, is that the original bank that Zelly or Zelle or whatever is for? I don't know. I'm just laughing, like, I'm watching myself. I do the same thing for hours every day. Just so everyone knows, Heart Me's are going to be a 2-handed axe. But we will have a bit of change of pace, because at the medieval camp, I'm probably going to do some spears. Spears on the dummy. I think I'm going to take mine up, even though I'm not fighting. I'm gonna take my spear, because why not? The thing with spear, like, boy, that would be a long broadcast. For me to get 1,000 spear hits in would take me probably like 2 hours on here. Especially if we're talking to chat. There's a mosquito. Got it. Ugh. Only kind of bug I kill. Well, other than these lantern flies. Because the government tells me to. I don't always listen to the government, but I do now about these lantern flies. There's a mosquito there. Oh, that one kind of... Oh, I hit it. I killed it. I killed it. You know how I killed it? I hit it with the sword, and it went and it fell into that really hot spotlight. Like, I swear to you, it could have missed by an inch and maybe fell under that light, but I swear on my life, that's what just happened. I missed the first one like 3 times. The second one, I went down like that. And when I went like that, I saw it go, blue. Ha! I'm like that Mr. Miyagi. Instead of chopsticks, I use my sword. Oh, Wells Fargo does too, huh? That's who I have for my mortgage. I wonder if, I don't know, is there any benefit to it? I just send the mortgage in by check. I still write checks. I am 46. How about, yeah, that was actually a pretty awesome time last night watching Dumb and Dumber on live, hanging out, talking about stuff, chatting, watching Dumb and Dumber. That was a good stream. Actually, like, I was like, when that ended, I was like, man, that was a 5-hour broadcast, 5.5 hours you did by the end of it. I kind of missed it by the time it was over. I had to get up. I don't know if you remember, I had that patient that was thrown up. So usually at work, I use earbuds. They say we're not supposed to, but everybody does. And I sat there blatantly. I have an earbud in. And I was talking to my manager, our like super manager, came in at like 4 in the morning for whatever reason, and they don't care. Nothing. I mean, you know, how bad is it that you can not do your job while listening to some music or something, right? So a lot of times I had to get up and go do something, like somebody's throwing up. The times I turn it off is if I wouldn't put it in, if I had to do CPR or something, I wouldn't leave it in. What's the name? Chuck Mangione. July? Marlsey, what about July? Yo, what's up everybody who's just passing through? Oh, shoot. Wait, alright, I missed a whole bunch. Okay. Bad news. Ah, man, yeah, I saw that. And you know what? And I don't know who it is, and someone else from a cooking show did too today. Like, what's up with July? Isn't that crazy? I did know it. I actually probably would. Yeah, he did. I actually would have no clue about it, but I accidentally saw it because I posted a video on Facebook, and it was like the first thing that popped up. It was like a 4-minute old article about Hulk Hogan. I was like, oh, jeez. And now, see, this is why I try not to hang out on Facebook, because, so, yeah, I saw that, right? I was way past 40. I'm pretty sure that I left off on 40. We're just going to guesstimate. I'm going to continue this while I talk, and I'm going to catch up on chat right after. So because it'll take that long for me to tell you this story. So I get on Facebook, right, to upload this highlight video of me and my daughter when she actually hit me so hard that I fell down on the ground today. And in armor, if anyone's new and is like, what's this dude talking about? So I get on there, I load up Facebook. The first thing, it's like this 4-minute old article that Hulk Hogan passed away. I'm like, oh man, that sucks. So, you know, you lose Ozzy, now the Hulk, and then, so what happens, I go post a video. Before, I get off, there's another thing that's 20 minutes old, an article, Hulk Hogan passed away, And then you have all my friends sharing stuff, talking about that I have no clue what this is about, but that he was racist and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, here we go. Like, and if he was, I mean, then he's not a good person. I mean, like, Jesus, like, it's like you get on there and I got 5 people sharing memes about like Hulk Hogan and how he's such a horrible person, and I'm like, oh, here we go. I don't even know what it's talking about. That's why I try not to stay on there too much. If I didn't go up there to post that video, though, I definitely would not have known, and you would just broke the news to me, Marlsey. Ann Burl, is that the cook? The chef or something? With blonde hair, something short blonde hair. You know, our friend, Alex, like, these celebrities, like, this month, man, like, there's a lot going down behind the scenes. You know, my daughter got out of the car, make sure I tell her I love her and stuff. I do anyway, but, man, you start thinking about that stuff. Anyways, let me finish this set. We're probably at least at 50. Yay, I get to break out all my SCA gear. It's going to be a fun couple weeks. I just hate that I have to go to work for a couple nights there. Yo, what's up there? Single. Ooh, I don't know that one actually. Yeah, I mean, you'd have a better... I would not have any better opinion than you could probably search about him. I don't know. I could tell you maybe if you know if he worked with any previous... Where's he from? Like, what country? Is that Polish? Oh, it's another chef that passed away. Huh. Whoop, I see I missed a comment. Something about something him next year. Hang on. Let me see what we missed there. Oh, okay. You want to buy a helm from next year. Oh, yeah. Seamstress. Yeah, she looks just like... Yeah. That's kind of funny. I know exactly what you mean. Jeez. I don't know that blacksmith. If you know like who they're with, a lot of times these blacksmiths come from like other places, like you know, so I don't know. I just don't know the guy's name, unfortunately, to give you a good recommendation. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe that he's not that famous. But at the same time, you gotta think I haven't been in the helmet market for like 3 years, so you know if they're good or not, I might not even get the word because I'm not looking around for armor parts. Yo, Plague is back. What's up? So this is how I know like who was like here way back in the day. Because Plague Baby, I actually have a. You actually have a little marker when you show... Oh, nice. What's for dinner? Hey, and thanks for hitting that like button. I actually have you marked as, like, you have a little icon that shows up that I can see when you tune in. Because way back in the day, you know, I wanted to remember, like, everybody who was here. I don't even remember how you even set that setting. So, I got my gear... Nice. Chips and salsa. You know how many times I eat chips and salsa for dinner? A lot. What kind of salsa? And as for my armor, so I got the and I've seen a lot of besides mine. The black and yellow armor I got from Alexei Parabenos in Ukraine, and he's still posting on Facebook. I don't know at all what he's up to. You have to reach him through Facebook. And at least back when I got it, you had to actually send him a bank transfer, and I was really nervous about it. But I've bought from him multiple times. I bought another set of arms from him once, and I bought something else from inserts for like extra plates. I would highly recommend him. I had that armor from him. It's like 6 years old, Mild salsa, extra cilantro. Hey, you know, I'm actually one of the, I heard that it's a thing. I'm one of the few people, the small percentage of people that eat cilantro and thinks it tastes like dish soap. But I still eat it. But does it taste like soap or no? Oh, so Seamstress is saying she got a helmet from that guy. Christian, what's up? Oh, and Christian, thanks for liking the live. Much appreciated. Are you saying you got a helmet from that Pavlo guy? Or so your teammate did or whatever? Yeah, so here's the thing. TikTok, I find, only pays me 40% of the donations, so I don't know what that means in general. I was originally going to donate, like, so honestly, all in all, I expected, actually, I thought we were going to raise about $50. I didn't realize, like, that a lot of these, like, things, you know, like the dolphins, which are all great gifts. I'm not saying anything about belittling any gifts that people gave. Like, even Aziz, who came by and donated basically 8 cents, you know, like, it's just cool to have people there and it all, you know, for that moment anyway. But I was actually thinking maybe that, for whatever reason, it didn't pop off, even though I know everyone was trying to get shares out and stuff, but it ended up being a total like $13.41. It's in the highlight video. So so instead of just 50, I'm gonna put in 100. So I'm gonna send the chat money and then $100 for me. So, you know, we're all helping. It's like a community thing. I know the barbarians, right? I don't know if you know or not. They've raised like $3,000 so far themselves. The Death Watch Knights had to raise about 250. I was like, yeah. I was like, you know, I'll throw in $100. I get paid 3 times this month, so I need to save my money for Pensick, but at the same time, I know, isn't that crazy? Like, of all the donations, I was thinking, like, man, because Seamstress asked, like, do you know where we're at? And I couldn't figure out how to look it up. And you know, I get on, I was, like, thinking, like, like, I thought maybe it's probably, like, $30. That's my estimate. No, it's, like, $13.41. So, I'm not just going to donate that, you know, I'm not going to donate, like, $63, so I'm going to just throw another 50. So, we'll be donating from all of us. From everybody that's here, we raised, don't even think about that I'm throwing some money in. The total that all of us together put in is, it's over $100. And, I even put there's a QR code in the highlight video. If anyone out there just sees the video, is like, oh yeah, I'll donate. So maybe, you know, if the video gets shared around or something, maybe someone will see it. But I know exactly what you mean. And, you know, and I only see him at events, but it's crazy. Like, you know, like, we're all so close. Like, I still, it's like all these days later, I'm still thinking about it. I was zoned out thinking about how we were just talking. When I was dueling, I was telling a man, I was like, I'm so happy you're sacrificing your own time to count strikes for me in longsword. You know, and then you're like thinking, oh, you know, see you at the next one. Isn't that just, it's insane. It sucks. Thanks for liking the live, too. Yeah, and then TikTok gives you 40%. So that was kind of a joke. But anyway, I appreciate everybody that threw in the money, you know, or people even just hung out and talked and shared the live and stuff, you know. Oh, a mosquito. Hang on, I'm getting an injection. These mosquitoes are relentless out here. I know, right? I was on vacation and I was just, it was like 10 at night or something, or 10:30 at night. And it didn't occur to me at first, because, you know, I saw a bunch of pictures of Alex. I was kind of just scrolling through, you know, people had all these pictures. I didn't know what happened. And it was like a half hour later, you know, I got back on my phone, I was looking and I saw, and I was like, I was up all night. Like, oh, man. It's crazy, you know? Well, you know it's crazy. Hey, there, I can't read I see the emoji. So yeah, I'm just glad we all got to do something for him, and kind of like, you know, me get beat up by my daughter to try and raise some money for his partner. So yeah, I think we did a good deed today. It's not just like giving money. It's like that we're all here about the same person. You know what I mean? Everybody that came through, a lot of people came through specifically because it was at like like Chris Rack was here, you know, like he's on that team. I'm sure he wouldn't have come by, you know, just to just out of the blue, you know, like some people. I saw some other people tune in, some other Boo Hurt people. So yeah, it was good. Just you know, it shows people are thinking about him too, you know. Oh, just a side note though, because I think we talked about that, right? Playing about these gloves, the isotoner gloves, the thumb wore out on this thing. I need a new pair of isotoners. Oh my gosh, yeah. It was like, yeah, it was a good group of people. You know, a lot of times I make noises because I'm breathing out when I get hit, especially if I'm just standing there and I'm taking it. But that one that she got me, and once she found out where that weak point was, she was aiming for that. Yeah, she had fun. It's not often that we do that stuff anymore. We used to. She used to actually fight Hema like as a kid, but one of the boys that was just really rough, like messed up her fingers. He smacked her in the fingers a bunch of times. Just like he was so like aggressive, you know, and it turned her off from it, which I can't blame her. She was like 8 years old. With these other kids that are about her age, you know, and kids are rough sometimes. She had gear, but he was like he'd smack her hands still like through the through the gloves. They don't prevent everything. Let me finish this set. It's not like y'all haven't seen me left, right, this dummy 100,000 times already. If you're still here, that's the craziest thing after all that. So I'm going to catch up on chat, because that's what's the important thing out here. Though we do want to get 3,000 strikes at least. I'm cool with it taking a while, because we're all talking. These are kind of like guesstimates. I see chat going. I'm gonna catch up on chat in a second. Somebody just got a new gifter badge there. It looks like I can see from here. Sure, that was 100. Oh, I'm missing part of chat. Let me see what we're missing here. Oh, for sure. There's man. I used to spar with this guy. Yeah, totally relatable. This guy I used to my sparring partner in HEMA. I hated to go against him because you got a HEMA. You know, it's like cloth, layers of cloth and padding. You know, on a HEMA mask. And even with the more I have, the more thicker kind of headpiece that goes on top of your mask. And this dude like always smacks me like. And the one time I thought he busted all my teeth out. It hit me like kind of like here, and I could just feel the force like go through my face and like it felt like something snapped going out the other side. It was crazy. And they're always like, you know, it's like 50% effort, and the dude's always like 100%. No one can tell me any different. I hate going against him. I always feel like I should pay him back, but I'm always like, yeah, you know, whatever. There's like, he never pulls back. HEMA, yeah, it is. It is like one hit. It's first touch wins, and it's also like you can thrust and all that stuff. The difference, I guess, this is just my thought. I used to fence growing up. I'm so glad I didn't stick with it. I think it's nice, but I think it's boring. It's so linear. You're like, you can hop around and all this stuff, like, but you're going this way, and this way. Maybe a little bit this or this. And it's just forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. I love Boohurt because you're all over the place. I like Hema because you're all over the place. Mosquito. Like I was saying, the only kind of bugs I preemptively kill. So yeah, Hema, right? What is on this sword? Anyway, yeah, right. Fencing is all this. For the most part, I'm coming straight at you or straight back. I don't think you hardly ever can. I don't know. Can you even switch sides? I don't think you can. But at least Hema, right? Like I can walk around. I can go over here if I want. I can do this. I can go all over here. I can. I'm free. I can do whatever I want. There's like no boundary almost. There's still one touch. Boo the hurt, yo, what's up? What? So you're talking about the guy that doesn't hold back is 6'4"? What's up, Boo Hurt? Boo Hurt. What's up, Boo? What's up, Boo the Hurt? Hey, and good to see you again. So you're saying that the guy who doesn't hold back? Oh my gosh, that's horrible. And then one of my friends who does Hema down there, she complains she actually got a fractured forearm from some guy who fights real rough. And he's an instructor. He should know better. You know? I don't know. That's just how some people are, I guess. And I totally don't blame you. I can relate to it that you don't want to spar with them. And if it's anything like ballroom dance, you should be able to. In ballroom, you can politely refuse to dance with somebody. I don't know if it's the same in like. I'd imagine you should be able to be. Oh, seamstress, what's up? Seamstress with the what up things. All right, we better pick up this pace here. Let me smash this mosquitoes. I need to start to think it's gonna bite me. Hang on. Yo, thank you, seamstress. I'm gonna give you the proper thank you emote here in a second. All right, there's 2 mosquitoes that I'm trying to keep from getting bit to pieces. Thanks for hitting that button. Here we go. We got a couple sets in a row for that. Don't worry, I'm gonna keep checking chat. Yo, the what's up? Ha! I just like happened to notice that the other day. I was sending them to like Sam and Scooby. And Boo the Herd, I don't think our schedule's lined up. I haven't been able to catch if you've been going live. But I'm sure I will here soon. Except, just so everybody knows, the next 2 weeks I probably won't be watching anything. Because I can't, because I'll be at camp. I will be live streaming though, if possible. But after that, I'm not going to, there's just too much to do where it's like no electronics. If that makes sense. I feel bad about it too, but. And what we're going to do, we're going to go right into a longsword set after this for all those donations there. Well, I missed. Has anyone ever fought in the dark? Like, where it's almost completely dark? I kind of like it, but I also kind of don't. I wonder if the mosquitoes ever mix this guy up and they land on him and they're like, where's the blood? They probably have heat vision or something. They probably see like the Predator does in the movie, the mosquitoes. They have to know where the warmth is for where your vessels are. I'm gonna get to chat in a minute. And when I'm at camp, I'm fixing my saber. I'm fixing my helmet the rest of the way. My good helmet. Oh man. I've not been in that kind of rain. Yo! Oh, what's up? What's up, Salmon? Lord Sam in the house. I think we all just know each other. Let me just see if there's anyone that... Baby boy, what up? What up, Jacob, Hera, and Wally? Hey, everybody here that's hanging out, you know? If you like this content, you like gaming content, everybody in chat, just everybody out there in the, putting the watch time, anybody you follow there, you won't be disappointed. I've not fought in rain like that. That would be bad. That'd be so bad. Like I was complaining in the beginning of my stream today how my armor rusted. I don't understand it. My daughter is here. She just doesn't remember. But I spent like an hour like cleaning it, lubricating, putting the oil on it so it doesn't rust. And what happens? I get it off the armor stand today. I even let the gambeson dry out outside. And I specifically remember feeling, hey, this is totally dried out. Get my armor off the stand today, it's completely rusted. I have no clue why. I hate it. Oh, I bet. Yeah, and it's not even the... And then it's not like you have to just worry about the outside of it. Yo, lazy boy, if you're still there, what up? And it's not like you even have to worry about the outside of your armor. The whole inside was rusty. Like, why? Alright, this is also continuing Seamstress's donation set here. Because we're moving on to longsword. Halfway there. See, I don't do footwork. I actually jump around. Pretty sure that was 100. As it said 200, we gotta write down. Oh yeah, I actually was literally about to grab some. We're crushing the water today. I went to a Indian restaurant on the way home after dropping my daughter off, and I drank, I don't know, I'm just guessing, probably a half gallon of water while I was there. I haven't had many water breaks on this live, but when I'm doing it, I'm drinking more than usual. 2 sets to write down. We are at 1,800. I want to clear 3,000. That way we stay on goal, just ahead of goal. No date night tomorrow. Anybody just might have tuned in. So I'm probably just gonna drive straight to camp in the morning. You know what I might do? I might put in a live stream on here in the morning. I think that's what we're gonna do. Actually, yeah. We're gonna get about 3,000 hits tonight. Then if I even just get like 1,500 hits on here, mosquito. The hazards of sword fighting outside. And then if I get like maybe 1,500 in the morning on here before I go to camp, it just gives me a little cushion. You know, it takes a half hour. If I stream for an hour and just get some hits in, because I'm gonna have this dummy up there tomorrow night. Then I can have a whole broadcast there. I don't have to feel like I'm so pressured to get like 3,000 hits, because I might be drinking. I don't drink almost the whole year up until these 2 weeks. I go to this pirate bar and I drink rum on the second Tuesday. Alright. So you got a better setup than Salmon. Are you streaming tonight? I didn't see. I just missed Scooby, actually. I was uploading my highlight video from today. Oh, so check this out. Because we were talking about percentages. Plan driving back to Enchanted Forest tomorrow. Awesome. Yes. Plague Baby, that's awesome. Yo, and what's up? There's Soul Shield. What up? Soul Shield is I think everybody's kind of tuned in now. If Soul comes back or something, who very could likely has some good content too. Okay, I gotcha. I'm probably gonna. I'll be up for like an hour probably after the stream, and I gotta get to bed. I've slept a total of like an hour and 20 minutes today, I think. I came home from work. Hey, Sam, and I cut the grass. Weren't you here? Weren't we having a talk about cutting grass? When people come by, they're like, maybe you should cut your grass first. And I'm like, I don't care about grass. So today was a grass cutting day. It's probably been 4 weeks since we talked about it. It's because I did it once in between when we talked and today. You remember? Yeah. It was just that one day everybody came in talking about the grass. The grass. Nobody talked about my fence with the missing slats in it though during the stream today. Another thing I don't care about. I have a plan, you know, after camp I'm going to redo that hole. I'm relining all those posts back there. I do a section every year. Uh-huh. I don't know if I say that part out loud, we might end up watching Dumb and Dumber on here later, because I'll say those words out loud, and I bet I would get rated, derated, if you know what I'm talking about, the code words I'm using. Yo, a cult, hey. That's awesome. Everybody, oh, I'm just checking. Good, we got 18% battery. It's holding. It started at 19. I got it on a fast charger. Let me get a couple hits in here. I'll be right back to chat. The same left rights I always do. I'm going to try and live stream Midnight Madness. It's the second Wednesday from now. Just so everybody knows, it's a freaking awesome time. If I can do it and be indiscreet, because people don't like you walk around streaming stuff up there. Huh. Yeah, that'd be cool, Salmon. So the second Wednesday, there's something called Midnight Madness, and everybody dresses up in their best like medieval outfits. You know, they have all the bands are going around playing, the belly dancers. You got people like last year I had a little costume contest for my TikTok. We picked like the three best outfits or something. But most people, they don't like to see technology. That's the thing. Like, so if I'm live streaming, it's gonna have to be like indiscreet. The other thing too, at night, like it's totally dark. You know, it's not like you walk around with flashlights. You actually use like real lanterns and stuff. I think that was 100. Let's just do another set right now, because then I'll even us off right at 1,000. Then we'll be a third of the way there. It's almost 10. I don't really want to stream past 10:30 though either. Just because I haven't slept like at all. Banana. I'm missing a whole lot of chat. Man, it's flying by. Boo. Yeah. It used to be like... Everybody used to call it Armored Combat when I used to play. No one called it Boo Herd back in the day. At least not out here. Michigan's... Oh, yeah, Michigan's fair. There's a... Great Lakes Ren Fair or something right now is going on. It's more east probably than Michigan by like an hour or two. I'm just guessing. I bet you they have pro fights there. And Savin, pro fights is the same thing as MMA fights. The terminology. I'm gonna do another set just so it'll be, hey Steven. Oh man. I don't know if Steven's still here or was just passing through. Oh, thanks for the like, Steven. Awesome, man. Oh, man, everybody Boo Hurt's been through here today. I had yo, hey, thanks. It's good to see ya. Much love to you too, and thanks for liking that live. I'm doing a set here real quick, just so we're at an even 1,000 so far for today. Well, actually, we're over 1,000 because of the 2 random sets we did of the random numbers. I don't know, Plague, if you're out there, do you remember when we were talking about how I punched my own sword with my buckler sometimes? So if you ever hear that, because it's dark, so if anyone ever hears that extra weird noise, it's me punching my own sword. Thanks for smashing that like button too. That's crazy. Our crew is like the like crew. I am wondering what it's going to be like out here in the winter, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, actually, there was nobody out here when I first got started. Like, when I first got started in this sport, it was me. Baby boy actually hang out too. Steven, Plague Baby, or the Salmon Seamstress. I was gonna give you a little shout out here once in a while for who's tuned in. Like, did I ever talk about that on here? We're at an even 1,000, by the way, for tonight. So we're a third of the way there. If I can do it. I'm not tired from like having that whole live stream in armor earlier today. I'm tired. I only slept a freaking hour and 20 minutes. A 20-minute nap after I cut the grass. I didn't even sleep another. I only slept 20 minutes. So when did I sleep another hour? Yeah, I only slept 20 minutes since night shift last night. I'm gonna have Alzheimer's or something when I get older. The combination of getting hit in the head with halberds and my sleep schedule. I slept 20 minutes. Huh. Why am I thinking an hour? I don't know. Another bottle gone? I'm definitely going to be a confused older person. I just know it. The sweaty coat. Hey, what's up, Dana? What's up, Flyboy? What's up there, Peyton? What's up there, Seamstress? What's up there, Steven? It just keeps rolling through everybody's names. What's there? Oh, Peyton, hey! Yo, hey, thanks for that comment. Oh, man. And Steve, like, I basically, like, I'm on 112,000 on day 39. And if interested, probably so everyone knows, the next 2 weeks is all going to be SCA stuff. It's going to be highlights of SCA stuff. Not even fighting, most of it. I used to have a big SCA. My knee's actually a little swollen from my daughter hit me in the knee so many times. I didn't tell her that you can't hit people in the knee. I just told her hit me wherever. But my knee's actually swollen. I'll show you all a picture of it here in a second. Oh, right. The wet Gamby. Do you know what, do you know what I actually do with mine? So if I'm like on the road, if I'm fighting at a hotel, and I have a hotel out of town, I take the swivel chair, and either I'm just totally oblivious to the smell, or my gambeson doesn't smell that bad. It was funny when Moss was here earlier. He had my daughter say, "Daddy smells" or "Daddy stinks" when I was putting. She's helped me put my armor on. So, which is true. Up close, the gambeson stinks. I get the swivel chair. I put the gambeson on it like normal, like you would put a jacket over a chair, and then I go over to the heater, and I make sure that the gambeson is pretty thick, so I make sure that there's a just totally unimpeded airflow, and it goes. I set the arm holes, the sleeves at the end, the wrist holes, on where the heat blows out of the heater, and I make sure that. Well, the other thing too, like my gambeson has slits under the arms, so the air blows out, and I crank it up. I let that air blow through there, and it dries it out. It's probably so disgusting, but that's what I do. Actually, one of my favorite videos on TikTok, it's from years ago though. Whenever we had when our team stored all their armor and our weapons in my room, and it was a blacksmith shop. I had an anvil. We had like the chainmail section. Like the whole room was just like set up like an armory. Helmets, armor stacked all over the place. It was a great video. Let's do a chill set of this longsword. I want to make sure my arms are getting to work out. But here's the thing, we're gonna do it left-handed, and I'm gonna have to clean this thing up because before I go to camp, I can't let this thing. This is turning into a sword that you find in a river. Definitely needs a polishing. I've had this sword for years. It's a Purple Heart Armory, which I've probably mentioned if anyone's interested. Purple Heart Armory, $195 or something like that these days, I think. It's a great practice longsword. They don't have to worry about using your tournament stuff. So this is left-handed, everybody, if it looks a little goofy. You know what I've noticed? Is that I actually gotta watch that I don't stick the crossguard in my own eye with this fighting left-handed, because I have a totally different angle on my swings, and I'm bringing the crossguard so close to my face. I wonder if I can do a helicopter left-handed. I've done it on here before. Not really. Ugh. I'll show you what my knee looks like after this. And it's good. I can tell the edge must be on because I can hear it whistling in the wind. Wet Gamby Ska Band. That would be a great name for a ska band. Yep. Alright, that was like a set of 100 left-handed. Does anybody know if you've been, I'm trying to say this without us. Yo! Broken tradesman, what up? I thought that was somebody else at first, but what's up, Broken? So here, check this out. I'm trying to use code words, because like after I sang that Ringo Starr song on here, and we got demoted. Alright, so if I include liquids inside here that make me different, because I'm out having a good time, and I go live, would that get me my live restricted? Yeah, what's up, Ross? Amber, and still Amber, and still Amber, and still Amber. What's up, Amber? Only if I'm okay. Only if you're really like that. Okay. because there's gonna be a couple nights that I'm like that. Here, let me tell you about the perfect. If I could have streamed this night, it would have been insane, right? And I really want to. I really want to just go on a total live stream night up at Pensick. So my friends and I. So we started out at our camp. I need to write that set down. At our camp, we go. We have a cider plan. We're just getting cider this year. Three large containers of cider, right? On stream a lot. Oh, yes, good call. Well, yeah, I'll have a medieval looking cup. That's a good idea too. I'm so glad he mentioned it. I should make sure if I stream it all, I do not even show our bar area. So we went to 2 parties. The first one is like normal party. It'd been fun to stream, to live stream and stuff. So then we go to, so all these like camps are themed, right? So there's this Viking camp, and so there are like 4 of us, and we go there. Does anyone out there know Angel, from New York, the really big dude, steel fighter Angel Dela Cruz? Well, I camp with him. I camp with Bobby D. I camp with Johnny Porter's dad. I don't even know Johnny Porter, but I know his dad. Chris, what's up? But anyway. Oh yeah. I bet you're learning the guidelines. You're gonna be you could work you could work in their department of customer service if only they actually had people anymore. What's up, Cash? So the craziest part of this party, right? It would have been such a fun stream. There's this game where there's a tree stump and you get a hammer. There's a nail sticking out. You try and hit. I forget. I think if you hit it, or you hit a nail into the tree stump. If you miss, you lose. I don't remember. It was a fun game to stream. Well, anyway, so then we turn around and there's this freaking. It's a little enclosure. And there's people wearing like a unicorn mask and a horse mask, and they're in their underwear, dudes, and they're in their underwear with glitter and this oil, like all over the place, and they're wrestling. So Angel did it, and he won. He beat the crap out of this dude. Yeah, it's just I literally was talking about something that seemed so innocent. I was talking about some lyrics from a Ringo Starr song, and I got the hammer. But yeah, I would have loved to be able to live stream that, or live stream like the rum party at the pirate bar. It's such a great party. Everyone dresses up in their pirate clothes. You go down there, it starts in the morning. They just keep making rum drink. I shouldn't even talk about this topic. I can see it happening now. We're gonna be watching Dumb and Dumber and planes and automobiles here in a minute if I keep talking about this topic. Anyway, it would have been cool to live stream. I'm gonna try though, as long as I get cell phone service, to live stream from some party. There's a really cool party where they give you it's like the guy, he's like a healer, and he has all these pretty cool drinks, that are like mixed with all kind of stuff. They're not even like adult drinks. They're like a lot of different things. And he gave me this potion. I don't even know what it was. We had this big fight the next day, and he gave me this little a scroll. And he's like, open this tomorrow. And I opened it, and it's like, you will have victory or something like that on the battlefield, is basically what it said, but in fancier words. And we won that day. I was like, that was so cool. See how I hop around? I don't have medieval footwork. There's a moth. Oh, don't kill the moth. Moth didn't do anything to me. Oh, I know what we're gonna go look. I'm gonna show you all my knee, and we're gonna see if these lanternflies are on this vine. Alright, we owe 2 sets to the board. So we're at 1,200. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. I'm gonna have to make another highlight video today. We'll just write it right underneath. Alright, I'll show you my knee. From my daughter hitting me in the knee so many times a day. Yo, Sir Mango! If you are there, what's up, Sir Mango? Glad we finally found each other today. Yo, what's up? Yes, I know. I had no clue that we didn't follow each other yet. Till today. Huh. That's weird, because your stuff always pops up on TikTok. I just assumed we already were friends on here or whatever. Yeah. So I had a live stream earlier today. I'm going to show everybody my knee. Where I put on all my melee armor and had my daughter. She probably hit me like, what do you think, everybody who was here? Like probably 400 times. Alright, so looking down, my knee is, let me see where my finger is. So I put this in reverse. Swollen knee. My daughter whacked me so many times there. So I don't have a bruise, but I have a bump. I don't know if you can see it. And the other thing I want to look at, we're going to see if these lantern flies are on this vine. I meant to kill them earlier today. That's the only other bug I kill, everybody. Ooh, they are. So on this vine, you see those bugs? I don't know if you can. There's a lot of them. Oh, they all must be asleep. Usually they see you coming. It's so weird. They all start moving around real slow to get away. It's an invasive species up here. The government tells me to kill them, so I do. They do actually destroy crops and things up here. And it is just a bug, but still, you know, I'd hate to be a bug and someone come by while I'm chilling on a vine and smash me. Make sure to plug this phone in so the live stream doesn't die. Yeah, it's so weird, Mango. I don't even know if you're still there or whatever, but yeah, like I just assumed that we were already friends on here. Because it'll say, you know, I log in, it's like for you. It just goes to you're in my for you page all the time. The last one I can tell you to even prove it, if you're there, it was the one I saw the one where it was like it's about like when you know they challenge you to a duel at high noon, and you walk over. I'm a Mango, everybody, another Boo Hurt fighter. I remember it's like you know, you get challenged at high noon and you walk over and with your helmet on and everything. See, I know Sir Mango content. It's so funny though, because I just assumed we already were like connected on here, but not till today. Yeah, haha. I knew it. It's so weird though, right? But anyway, it's a good thing. The For You page actually worked because I see your stuff before we even like actually officially kind of like met each other. So and just for everybody else, we are now at this day 39. I think I've had like 7 or 8 days off now, but we're at well, we're still at like 112,000 something hits. We're getting there. I was talking to Cult of Athena to get a different sword, a steel sword to hit this dummy with, but it was like $400. I was like, I'm not trying to spend $400. Oh, haha, did they? Yeah. Oh, so yeah, that's what we're on. And like I was saying earlier, I think we're just lucky that we have a decent time here, that we keep that chat, you know, we have chat, because I don't know who wants to watch me do the same combos and hitting this dummy a million times. You know what I mean? But that's, and I have a fight coming up. I'm not taking a single day off. I used to train like pretty hardcore. Every 4th day, I used to put my armor on, and I'd hit the dummy like 4,000. Like actually, it was probably like 4,800 times. Like at once, with like minimal breaks. And I found I need to put the armor back on more than I do right now. But still, you know. So on average, is every 4th day. So I was probably doing like on average, like 6,000 strikes, if you want to figure it like that, a week. And I challenged on Facebook. I was like, who would fight me for an hour? Yeah, right. It is kind of all the same. After hitting this thing 100,000 times, there's not much different things I can do. The point is though that I'm just hitting it. And so now, yeah, I got on Facebook like months ago. I was like, hey, who would fight me for an hour in longsword? Would anyone fight me for an hour? And everyone's like, that's stupid, or no one would do that, or no one could do that. And I was like, so I'm sure I repeat the same story. Somebody's probably heard it. Somebody's probably heard it before, but I was like, you don't have to hit each other the whole time. It's just you have an hour long, as many strikes as you can get. You meet in a field. You bring 2 support people, someone with like water. You get a water break. You get 2. Each person gets 2 timeouts. You can call it whenever you want. Just you can't be like engaged. You have to be able to create some space and say like, timeout or something, where you can go. You get like a 5-minute break to drink some water, pop your helmet, whatever. No boundaries. You start in a field. I don't care if you go in the woods. I don't care if you go down and fight in the river. You fight for an hour. The only rule is you cannot purposely just always like avoid you can't purposely continually avoid interaction, whatever. You can't just backpedal the whole time. Like, you have to engage. Like, they would have a marshal that would say, hey, you gotta do something, even if you're just so tired that this is all you can do. You got to get a couple hits in. You can't just continually like walk backwards or But I would love to do that for an hour, see who wins. Moss actually said he would maybe do that. So, and everyone was like, that's stupid. No one would do it, or no one could do it. That wouldn't be entertaining. So I was like, all right, whatever. So this is my next thing. I was like, I bet you I can hit this thing 1,000,000 times in a year. Hey, I read a study on bugs that they don't really get attracted to lights. They just get their guidance system gets messed up, and then they can't figure out what they're doing, and they get stuck in a circle. But that bug, I was trying to get him out of the circle, not hit him with the sword. I was trying to guide him on a different path in life. Get in the chat in 1 minute. That could have been 100. I'm doing 10 more just in case. I might have been off a little bit. I hop, I skip. Alex Salmon. There's now Lord Salmon and Alex Salmon. Oh gosh, yeah, the helmet that I wore today. So I I live streamed today and I wore my melee armor, which I like almost never wear anymore, and my steel armor, and the helmet that I wore. I didn't wear my Mongolian helmet because I think it's actually a little less protective than this. So I wore my big heavy duty, and I'm so glad I did. I wore my big heavy duty like Romance of Alexander helmet, and my daughter hit me hundreds of times in the head with it today. But the funniest thing was I got everything on. I got all my armor on, and I get the live going. I get all the armor on during live. I put the helmet on, and I stand there, and I go like this. I'm like, did you go somewhere? I was like, hello? And she's like, I'm right here. Like, I didn't realize she's standing, like, right here beside me. The vision of that helmet is so bad. And the thing is, when she's hitting me in the head and stuff, like, I can't see anything above here. Like, I can't see anything, like, above here. Anytime I could just, you get hit so many times, you know which way you're getting hit from. I knew she's hitting me from this side. Oh, BC, what's up? Oh, I know. And how about, yeah, heck yeah. The best thing is, although my dueling helmet is like, my dueling helmet's like even more wide open than a wolf rib around the eyes, which is a bad thing, but that's probably how I got poked in the eye this year. I don't think I wrote that set down, right? We're just writing it down, just so I don't forget. If I did, somebody tell me, but I'm sure I didn't. If anyone was paying attention, I don't think we wrote that down. The best thing, though, is having, like, where you can't see, like, I love that helmet. I love my Mongolian helmet because you really can't see my eyes in that either because there's too many bars and stuff. And my favorite thing is just staying there. Like, when you're waiting to fight and just stand there, you look right at the other person. I could be totally dying inside my armor, sweating, tired, huffing and puffing, but I stand there and I, like, lean on my axe or my sword like I'm ready to go. I've talked to people after. They're like, dude, I thought you were, like, that was so, like, intimidating. Like, I was like, man, I was dying in that. I was like, I was so out of breath. Such a mental thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. And for not in armor. My daughter calls kettle helmets beekeeper helmets. I actually do like the look, but I'd never, you know, obviously we all know why you wouldn't wear one. And if salmon is there, the reason you don't wear one is because it's also nicknamed the steering wheel, because basically you're wearing a helmet that someone has like a literal 360 handle around your head to grapple you with. I do like the look of them though with the chainmail. Yeah, right. So, and you know what? And besides that, when people have them, do you know, like, a lot of times I've hardly ever fought people in them. I fought, like, at Ohio Ren Fair, someone always wore a kettle helmet. And, I always use bucklers. So instead of punching like this and stuff, I used to aim, like, right under that crease where that helmet, right where, like, the kettle part comes out. Because it's just such a nice, it's almost like a catch, too, for if you do something. So instead of punching straight at their face, I'd always be like up and trying to jam it up in that thing, like right where it meets the where it sticks out. Hey, has anyone ever told you about like the color of your helmet? I've been to events. I will tell you this. I've been to events where I just had a little patch of rust on my shoulders, and they wouldn't let me go in the list because it had that little bit of rust on it. Oh man, I do. I'll like it's a good community, I think, too. Thankfully, no. Oh yeah, okay, good. Just so you know, this idiot Marshall, besides the rust thing, he wouldn't let my teammate use a type of sword. He said it's a farming implement. My teammate has pictures of them being used as swords. The guy wouldn't take it. I don't know why. So he wouldn't let him use his little... It's that sword that it's just one piece of metal, and it's kind of fat. They're kind of short, like choppers, and they go down. It's a handle. It has a kind of like a little bit of a hand guard here. It's just like a blacksmith twisted it. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's shaped like the letter J. He wouldn't let him use it. He's like, that's a farming implement. Dude, they use farming implements. There's pictures of people fighting with them. You know? So we were like, whatever about this dude. He yelled at me about the little patch is like the size of a quarter on my shoulder. He's like, you can't go in there with that. You got to get that rust off. I was like, dude, I got my arm. I can't even reach it anymore. So I get someone to get this rust off my shoulder. A Kaiser blade. Yeah, right. An axe, right? Totally logical. Hey, what's up there, Andy? Hey, welcome. What's up? Thanks for the follow there, Richter. Richter Plays. What up? Hey, Richter Plays. If you're into gaming, Lord Salmon in here has really entertaining streams. It's kind of, this is like the mix of where gaming and Boohurt, this armored fighting comes together. And see, I remembered I left off on 33. Let me finish this set. I love when we have chat because I get so far behind in the totals. But I actually always lose track of the number, but I actually remembered. I was like 3-3. Let me finish this set. I'm gonna catch up on chat right after. And now if I actually counted right, we should be over 100. We're getting a couple extra just to grow on because sometimes I do mess up and I probably end a little bit before 100. Let me catch up on chat. Oh yeah, hey, next 2 weeks, as long as tomorrow's the big day. I'm gonna find out if I can broadcast from camp. Total medieval 2 weeks. Except I have to work Sunday and Monday. And I show up at work at the hospital in my medieval garb. I just leave some scrubs there to change into. No, scythes. Alright, I'm getting behind. Oh yeah, and about the wolf rib thing, Mango, about them not being totally historical. You're right. About them not being totally historically accurate. There's no size. Probably the main reason there's no size, I guess, because you'd primarily want to stab with it, right? So here, let me show you something. So Salmon. So here's the thing. Let me move this light back. It will help right now. All right. Aha. So, see, this is rounded, but this is actually considered a thrusting edge. Like, so it has to be like this a certain radius, right? Because if I were to like go up to somebody with this and go like this, like I could literally be like carded for it or get in trouble. Like they actually count this as a thrusting tip. So I would just imagine if you had the scythe, while you would maybe want to like do these reaping whirlwinds and stuff, but you're actually probably leading with the point. So even if they did round it off, your basic move set for a scythe is like poking people. I'm just guessing. I'm sure though that someone has picked up a scythe, at least one person back in the day, and used it. Jockey nerds, yes. Oh, Andy, are you still here? Let me look. Let's give a shout out to everybody who's still here. Oh, does Andy leave? Ah, man, shoot. All right, Seamstress, Lord Salmon, Plague Baby, Sir Mango, Peyton, Baby Boy also still here, and Peyton. See, that's why I like to shout out. Baby Boy, hey, thanks for the watch time. Even if you're just like got this on and it's just like background noise, like listen to this guy with this weird voice talking about Boohurt. Much appreciated. Let me make scrolling up. I'm getting behind in chat. I gotta write that set down, right, everybody? Oh, Salmon. I don't know out by you, but there's a Boo Hurt team out here that is now like getting into jousting and stuff, or mounted combat. Nice. Oh, go nice. Yeah. Mango, you can do it if you're used to wearing your armor. I used to wear my armor a lot and work out in my armor. I don't think there's a problem with it if your armor fits well. I think it's fine. People are always like, you're gonna wear out your joints. I've exercised in my melee armor like hundreds of times. I've exercised in armor hundreds of times. No problems. It all flows very well. There's no issue. Like it's made so like it works just how my knee works. You know, the pivot point is where my knee pivots. Basically, it's not too high, not too low. You know, it's very maneuverable. So if you're used to wearing your melee kit, you should be all right. But I've worn my melee kit to SCA for 2 years. Just because I wanted to show it off. And you'll run across people and you run across randomly a steel fighter will be out like in the woods battle last year. We came across, we were like probably 50 people versus 50 people, and this other team had this whole freaking shield wall, and the people behind me are going, move up, advance, you know. So it's my turn to be living, moving up with my spear. I'm just trying to take out somebody on the way, because here comes the next column behind me, and they just push you. And anyway, it's SCA event I'm talking about here, and wouldn't you know, in the middle of all that, there's this dude with a full freaking steel Boo Hurt kit on, and I was like, and after I got eliminated, I was like, man, he had a Griffin helmet on. I was like, hey, I was like, Steel Fighter. He's like, yeah, I have no clue who it was. I never saw him again in my life. But he said, yeah, I don't know who it was. Yeah, scythe would be... Can you imagine a scythe through a wolf rib? A wolf rib, Sam, you know, wolf rib is the one that just has the bars that go across. It's really wide open. I'm just, like, saying it. Japanese farmers use scythes. Oh, I bet. Man knows how to use scythes. Oh, I bet. I hope I'm not missing anybody new leaving a comment. Japanese serfs... Oh, for sure. Yeah, the mounted combat. There's a team, but they're all the way out here. That's the thing. So it doesn't really kind of help where you're at. There's more than one team. Oh, it's awesome. Iron Beetle made the whole... Nice. Oh, heck yeah. The hardest part then probably is just maintaining it. You know, you're going to have depending on what you're doing, you know, it's so hard. It's so hard for me to maintain my steel kit. I was just so lucky that we had a... the axes. The axes are just for heart me's today. The place that I was camping, at least, we had a blacksmith tent, which I'm assuming that you probably would at the SCA. And I was able to hang all my armor pieces so they weren't on the ground; they're up in the air. And I was able to sit there, and I could like twirl the legs around. I said I was gonna write that set down, and I didn't. I think we're behind. I think I forgot. And now that I'm conflicted if I wrote it down or not, I'm not going to. So we might have done that set for free. What time is? Oh, 10:30. All right, extended bonus time, everybody. 15 minutes. I'm really trying to be in bed by 11. I'll probably be up to like, I bet you I'm up to like 11:30. So, I don't know, Salmon or anybody in here that might be going live, if you do, and it's before, within the next hour, I'll at least catch a little bit of it. And I think, I couldn't give Lord Salmon a heart me today, because I already did, like 23 hours ago. Yo, what's up there? Johnny boy. How did you, oh, yes, Salmon. Woo! Hey, I'm getting a screenshot of that. Yes, I don't have no clue what it is. Seamstress, that is exactly, though, what I was talking about there. Heck yeah. Like, I trust y'all, like, to, if anything happens when I'm not looking. Thanks, Salmon. Haha. Yeah, that's my, screenshot. That'll be in the highlight. Victory! Titanium. Oh yeah. Thanks Mango for liking it live. Yeah, I'm all the way over on the east. Not totally east. What's up, Cake? I'm in Pittsburgh area. We're in like the desert of this stuff. Like for years there hasn't been anyone close by. Now Cincinnati's like got tons of people. They're like our closest. And now Akron has people. And there's a team in Beaver called the Beaver Bashers. They used to be us, kinda. Yeah, they used to be us. We all used to be the same team, but now the thing is, none of us live in Pittsburgh. We all live. Me and the Sanders live. We're both like in the same area south, and then like Jake and Jarek, and you know all of them are up north. And it was just such a pain because they all used to come down to see us, and you know, then you have Devin who drives from frickin' an hour and a half away in Ohio to come here. You know what I mean? So now him and Craig, they all got their thing. It's nice because now we have more teams. Hit the thing. Chris, we will. All right, let's do it. Let's do it, Chris. Here, oh, Chris, here's what we're going to do. Because that, we're going to do 200 at least. I do actually sometimes hit it while I talk. Boy, was I going on about something or what? I don't even remember what I was talking about now. Chris sparked the new workout. This thing's getting away from us though. Man, I was kneeing it with my daughter not destroyed my knee in a bad way. It's just a little sore. And when I was kneeing that thing, that kind of hurt. It's fine now. Surrender. Drop your weapons. Okay. Okay. Haha. I don't really smack the dummy with the axe. I can do a helicopter with the axe. Whoa, missed. Alright, I'm pretty sure, Chris, we are over 100. I'm going to catch up with chat right after this set. Almost there. Boop, boop, boop. Up, boop, boop. Into the belly button. We need to drink some water after that. I'm going to see if Chris is still here. Chris left. He told me to hit the thing already. He wouldn't even stick around to watch it. Either that or he must have said something to Sam and banned him. Oh. Salmon, my favorite thing. A lot of times when I'm grappling and I'm fighting with longsword, now it depends which league, because Boohurt International doesn't have the grappling. I'm gonna catch up on chat, but let me show you my favorite thing to do. So if we're grappling and it's a longsword fight, and I got and they got, so my head's down, I look at their body, I kind of check out their armor in like a split second, and I see where it ends, right? Oh, alright. Yeah, that Chris guy didn't even stick around to watch me do it. I look at, I assess their armor. I see about where their leg armor probably ends, right? And I grab my sword like this, and say this is the crease, right? Just for an example. And when they got me bent over like this, as long as my hands are free and I'm not in danger of getting thrown on the ground or something, and I just start jamming it in like this, like, you know, like right up here. It's a great freaking move. The other thing too, if I have my pommel, so it's like, it's a modified version of this, because you're not allowed to grab the blade anymore. Although I do that for the hip thing, and I don't noticed it, or it's I don't know, maybe it's an illegal move because I'm holding the blade. But the other thing, if I get bent over, and if I also have maybe like a different angle, pommel strikes, like right to the into the thigh, like you can just like you just smack them, see if they let you go, or if they get mad and then just throw you on the ground. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if that's legal anymore to grab your blade like that, but I do it. I haven't had anybody say anything. Just so you know. But just so you know too, you're grabbing. You could maybe get yelled at or in trouble because you're grabbing the blade. But yeah, you try and assess where their leg armor probably ends up top. So you're hitting. So you're not hitting them in the armor. You're kind of hitting them in the right in that crease. Right above, like, you know, oh, especially the brigs that end up here, and if you see a soft padded layer, not like you're trying to hurt somebody, you know what I mean, but just like that, just like that, or do the pommel thing. The pommel thing's legal in IMCF, I guess. All right, let me write these 2 sets down, everybody, before we forget, because we're gonna forget. It's almost 10:39. All right, we're not ending at 10:45. I guess I was joking, because now we're at. we're gonna get 2,000 strikes. When I wake up in the morning, we're gonna get like 1,500 more. And then that means tomorrow night, whenever I broadcast again, will technically not be a day late. I would have probably had more done, but I'm sort of beat from after that live stream earlier. Yo, Cannabis, what's up? Cannabis, if you're there, hey. Oh, thanks for the follow, just so you know. Oh, all right. Cannabis sent a donation. That means there's no break. We gotta get to the next set. That's usually what I do. So just so you know, for sending and even for this one, even if it's just a coin, anybody that donates, I have a list of, you know, the special thanks list. Seamstress and this guy Jared, he subscribed. I never saw him again. So the subscribers are the official crew, and then any even if it's just a coin, you know, just so you know, if you ever watch a highlight video of the day. So this highlight video you're in the last one because you helped donate to Alex's partner. So, and it's good to see you again. Thanks for the follow. If you ever just hear me say, "Hey, what's up, Canned?" is because I don't know if I can say your whole name without the stream going down. Yo, oh, all right. All right. We owe you a good set for that. All right, here we go. We'll do a little extra because I haven't got that gift for a while. The roses keeps me from standing around talking, and the bears we're gonna do some extra hits. This time I'm hitting the dummy. I was the dummy earlier in that last broadcast, right? Because I was getting it. There's that hit. There's that thing I was just telling everybody about. Boom, boom. Ha. Making sure I missed anything. I did. All right. Usually break them up into sets of 100, which we're almost at 100, which would be right about there. Thanks for hitting that like button behind my back. Here's the extended set for the bear, that gummy bear. Let's just do a whole other set of 100. Maybe we'll just make it 300 because I'm kind of hyped right now. About 24 strikes, I'm gonna come check chat before we do the third set of 100. All right, I believe that was 200. I could have been a little bit off. We did some extra ones today though for free, just to make sure. So if we do forget to count, another rose. That means stop talking, get to work. Here we go. Although, let me just make sure I didn't miss anything important in chat. Mordau grip. Oh, yeah. I'll talk about while we're doing it. You cannot. Kamish, if Kamish is there, what's up, Kamish? Yeah, right? Yeah. Can't mess with this chat. Any of them. We're all like we're like we form like Voltron or something. All right. Yeah, because a lot of times I sit here and talk to chat doing this. But here we go. Another set. So this is gonna be for 300. The reason you can't do that strike is because you could probably puncture somebody's eye slot. You know what I mean? It's technically a thrust. It's the same thing with that scythe, because you're leading with the cross guard, and the cross guard would now be like a striking edge. And striking edges need to be very blunt and rounded. Left-handed for the last 30. Push. Alright, left hand. I believe that was a set of 300. Let's get that on the board here. It's So that means 200 to go. We'll be at 2,000. That'll be good timing. It's 10:45. I was like, I'll stream until 10:45. Alright, the estimated time now is 10:52. We'll be getting off of here. Same rule. I will still be up for an hour. So Salmon or anybody out there gets the nerve to start streaming, I'll be there for a little bit. Oh man! Alright, here we go. We just might... Oh, okay. Canned. Like, you remember I was saying, I might not say your full name the whole time, because if I say it out loud, they might make this broadcast, you know, for like... I don't even like to say the word restricted, but because then it probably sends out alert bells like, what do they talk about in there? The AI goes, what do they talk about? Using that word. Yeah, hey, I tell you what, if you get lucky, canned word, alright, awesome. Huh, yeah, I think you get what I'm saying. So, a perfect example, I was talking about this, I said earlier, I was talking about this Ringo Starr song. I was reading the lyrics. I was talking with another nurse about medical stuff and the things he's singing about, and as I was talking about it, it was like instant demoted. I was like, what the heck? Found out you can't say some of those words. Anyway, for that, we're doing that last 200 in a row. No break, but here's what we're gonna do. Aha, right, yeah. No, I don't. Tired of waking up on the floor. But I wasn't even saying, I was just kind of saying the lyrics. Because so many people come to the hospital after all three of those things. We were sharing stories about patients. And I couldn't even say the words in a medical sense without it, without the AI catching on and ruining our fun that day. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. A set of 200 in the middle, or sometime I'm going to finish up with the longsword. We'll see. Once the sword and shield goes, we're just going to drop them and grab the longsword for a special treat because it's a donation set. And I kind of just do the same stuff over and over. It's going to be like that for all million, but anyway. Alright, almost to the first 100. Sometimes I guess, I'm pretty sure we're over it now. Alright, here we go. I don't know what that was. Yo! Seamstress, refreshing that badge. Thanks for the hitting that like button again. It must rotate. And after a while, it must reset because you just got the gifter badge again for hitting the like button. And I bet that was 200. Woohoo! Seamstress extending the set to the axe for the what you like, or whatever it's called. The what's up, not what you like. All right. We'll get some axe hits on here. Thank you for that, because it was another donation. We're just going to go a little bit longer. I have no problems doing it, by the way. Do you remember that dude that was like playing the music though? And you're like, let him go to bed. I was doing all that stuff for him for like pennies. But he subscribed, so I was like, cool, whatever. He took the time to actually subscribe. I haven't seen him again. I wish I would. Just because, like, I feel bad, you know. We talked the guy into subscribing, and then you never see him again. He's still a subscriber, so. Alright. These are for the seamstress set's going to start off with the axe. And, oh, let me write these sets down before I forget. Because, yeah. So we're going to be over 2,000, everybody. We already are. Let's do, I'm doing 400. Oh my, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I was kind of like playing along with it. I was trying to be a little bit annoying too, because I was like, because he wanted me to play out music and I'm on the PS4. I'm looking for the water bottle. And I was kind of like trying to like act like, oh, I'm on this PS4, you know. And he'd be like, yeah, oh, you know, you were there. I know exactly what you mean. That was funny. Let me make sure he's not here, because I'm going to tell you something. Wouldn't that be weird if he was here? Hey, what's up? Baby Boy's still here. What's up? All right, shout out to Drake, Baby Boy, Peyton, Canned, Lord Salmon, Seamstress with the watch time. So I also made you a mod Seamstress because you can ban other subscribers. Yo! All right. That rose means stop talking. Let me do this set. That means stop talking, and now this is going to be a set for Seamstress's donations. Nat, ooh, did you see that bug go in my eye? Oh, man. All right, we got an extended set now. Okay. So, Natty's going to make me stop talking. Canned just added some reps to it. And Seamstress, who already had this extended set, has now multiplied. All right, we just might hit the 2,700. That's what we're going to do. For those donations, we are going to hit the 2,700. That'll put me just barely below goal. The daily goal. We want to have over 2,700. With a slight break in the middle, just for a breather. I can't do like 400 in a row or something, like without at least a little breather. I really need to get one of those pads you can put on here so I can do the low kicks. Alright, I believe that was 100. This moth is like flying around here, like, get out of here. You ever notice how I love like hitting and putting your shield right back? Thanks for hitting that like button behind my back. What did I say I was doing, the axe or the longsword? I don't know. This is right here though. Ah, yes, okay. So we're at 150, right? So I'm gonna do I better not be at 250. I'm pretty sure at 150. So I'm gonna do a set of 100 helicopters. And I'm getting back to chat right after that, because that'll put us at 250. Oh, man. Alright, we should be at 250. Before I started it, let me just finish that thought. Seamstress, you have my permission to ban other subscribers who act the fool. If it would get to the point where someone's like, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, hey, and Mango, I'm out of here too in a moment. I'm glad you hung out for a while. Good to actually see ya. Haha. I'm gonna catch up to the to the chat. Let me get this last 50. That'll be a set of 3. And then we're gonna do another set. We're gonna do 150. Yeah, because that'll put us at 4, and that'll put us at an even 2,500 strikes. Mango, yo, if you're still there, ow. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, you don't think just because that dude subscribed means like you couldn't ban him for something, or mute him at least, you know. Where did he go? That's so weird. The dude just throws money around for a subscription and then you never see him. Anyway, it's probably a time zone thing or something. But regardless, here we go, a set of 150. That's 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. I believe that was 50. Let's switch it up. We're doing a set of 100 left-handed. Don't want to neglect the left hand. These are kind of goofier because I'm left-handed and a little more uncoordinated. The double. Get in the chat. 60 hits to go before chat. I'm switching back to right hand. Oh, alright, here we go. Let's blast this set out of here. There's a little bit to go. I'm getting to chat in 1 second. Is somebody leave a message? Give me 1 minute. We got like 10 to do. The other thing that sucks though when I play all that music that we were like picking out, which is fine, and I'm fine with it, but then when I post this I actually download these and I upload them onto my YouTube, my Bachar Night YouTube, so it's like extra backup and proof that We did 1,000,000 strikes in a year. Ah. Yes. Oh, good timing because we're about to add it up. Let's see. Where's the marker? Oh, man. I don't know where the marker is. Hang on. Shouldn't be. There it is. Thing is, everything's so dark. The only light is right here because of that little spotlight. Like anything past like right around right here, it's total dark. We lost the marker. So that was like, but those are some donation sets. So we're at 2,581 for today. Nate. Yo, best. Alright. We're going to get off here unless if Nate's still here and he says do it. We're going to, and we got a minute. I'm going to say goodbye for a minute. If Nate's still here, because he did step out for a minute. Natty! Oh. There we go. Alright, so we're doing another set. Nate, if you are there, you didn't miss it. This is for that, this is for donation. After this set of 200, though. Ah, nice. Alright. Nate, we got 200 to do. I'm going to do a set. I'm going to come scroll back and make sure I didn't miss anything in chat. Important stuff. And then, we'll do another set of 100. We'll do them kind of quick because they're for the donations here. As in, not quick or something to get them over with. I mean, they're just going to be like the more, you know, no killing time. We're just going to do 2 good sets here with a little break in the middle to read chat. And then just serving as then, even if there's other donations, I'm going to go to bed in an hour. Ah, see, I was like, I'm going to stream till 10. No, I'm going to stream till 10:30, 10:45, 10:50. I think I said 10:52 exactly. And here we are at 11:02 or 03. All right. Nate, say something. Did he? Oh, yeah. All right. Nate's still here. All right. Here we go. Like I said, 1,000,000 times we're hitting this thing. At some point, you all are going to be like, man, I've seen this dude do the same combos on this every day. But I think it's an entertaining, and we have fun here in chat. We talk and stuff, so. The next 2 weeks, though, special stuff. We're streaming from Pensick. Probably the biggest difference, though, whenever there's donations, I'm actually usually moving around a little more. I'm not just, like, staying in place. Oh yeah. Tell you what, Nate, are you still there? Let me know if you're here for this last set. Oh! Seamstress. Never can't stop, won't stop heart. Yikes! Yes, alright. Nate, the Great. I'm taking a screenshot so I don't forget, because you do come by a good bit. Even without, you're the honorary guest of the day. I'm sorry you missed the earlier one a bit. So, you'll be in the credits today. In the special thanks section. Alright, here we go. Set 2. I act like it's like I'm some Hollywood star. Man, it's not. It's just I do the highlight video, and I know you come by a good bit, and just so you're in the thing. It's always I always just say it's for donations, but the rules have changed because it was good to see you. And here we go. We're going to get this set of 100. Now we'll put us at 2,781, which is like literally, I think, almost perfect. A whole day's worth on average to get a million in a year. And don't forget, everybody, I'm probably streaming an hour's worth when I wake up. But it has to be an hour because I have to pack my truck and get to camp. And we're not going to have the showers set up and dug until Saturday, so I have to do tomorrow's live and still get a shower before I head up there. I'm trying not to get there too late. Look at this. Oh, ha. I've jumped on somebody's back in a pro fight. I actually got behind them and jumped on their back. It was the highlight of my career, basically. But basically, one of the favorite things I've ever done. I didn't even do the ground and pound. I left them laying the ground face down. Whoa, this dummy's like going in there's a fire pit back there, and it keeps going into it. It's like level with the ground until you get over the little brick part. I dug it into the ground. There's this old historical building in town, this brick building, and whenever they actually tore it down, I went and I took like a whole truck bed of bricks. Those bricks are probably from like the freaking 1800s or something. They're all practically disintegrated, but there's still a fire pit there. Bonk and bonk. I am so certain that was another 200. Hey, yeah, all good, man. Like I said, don't ever feel obligated like you gotta come be here. It's cool when you're here. Don't ever feel like, oh, I gotta. Yeah, man, we all got stuff going on, and where's the marker? Did I throw my shield? No. See? I can't see except right here. Hold on, let me get the light. There it is. I need to kind of like maybe professionalize this thing a little bit, so I actually have a place to hang this board. So I'm not always like, where's the freaking? I don't always have to bend over to pick up the whiteboard. Where's the marker now? Oh, I threw it over here this time. Alright, so yeah, so don't everybody ever feel like you gotta donate something. Don't ever feel like you got to come by. We still got like almost a year to do this. Alright, let's see. 1,000, 2,000, 781. So that's the 700 is going to be 12. 11, 12. We're almost at, tomorrow morning. We're at 1,000. We're at 114,000. We're almost at 115,000. So tomorrow it'll be a good stream. It's just gonna be quick, kind of like impromptu when I can wake up. We'll finish. We'll be at 115,000 at least by tomorrow morning. So yeah, that'll be awesome. What's up there, Foundation Historia? I'm not. Yeah, Nate. Awesome. Well, yeah. Well, hey, we're getting out here too. I'm just gonna do the last shout out for everybody who put in the watch time. Let's see if I can bring it up here. Yay! Hey, Peyton's still here. Baby boy's still here. Ah, Nate. I think left already. So good night, Nate. Seamstress, Lord Salmon, Natty Rage is also still here. Thanks for the donations. Like I said, anybody who didn't hear before, make my little credit list for even if it's just a coin. That way, we're all embedded in a historical endeavor, which could actually amount to absolutely nothing in the end. I wouldn't be surprised in the end if I'm like, hey, everybody, I hit this dummy 1,000,000 times a year, and people go like, that's stupid. But we're doing it. All right, everybody. Hey, take care. Good night, everybody. Salmon, I'll probably be up for like another hour, because I'm not going right to bed. After doing this, I can't fall asleep for an hour, so I'm going to take a shower and stuff. And if you're on, or anybody else in here decides to start streaming tonight, then I'll see y'all in a little bit. Otherwise, possibly tomorrow morning, and then it's camp. Medieval camp. Alright, good night, everybody. Yo, night, bro. Catch everybody later. Thanks for tuning in. Anybody who even donated, like insane that people donate to watch me hit this dummy. Much appreciated, everybody. And we'll catch you later. There's this big shadow in my face. Alright, see you later, everybody. Oh, I gotta hit another button.